Voyagers 1 and 2 are already in space. It has been running for 45 years. Despite being more than 5 years late, strange signals continue to be received. Scientists predict that our connection with Voyager will last until 2025. However, they still have time to reveal to us more secrets. Can their journey continue? The original goal of the Voyager mission was to reach Jupiter, take images of Saturn's main moons. It is through the images scientists were able to clearly observe the soil, the surface of the satellites surrounding the star. These satellites, so far, it's only been a bright spot in the sky. This discovery challenged previously held beliefs about Saturn's moons. The mystery of Enceladus. Scientists made a surprising discovery. Saturn's moons exhibit signs of geological activity. Typically, the surface of a satellite is covered in craters. These craters are the result of a collision. If a satellite remains stationary and there is no geological activity, and these craters will remain forever. However, the surface of the Earth is as smooth as a bead. The author suggests that he is creating an atmosphere and that the future may bring life. Enceladus' smooth surface is due to icy volcanic activity, with melted ice allowing for redistribution and formation. However, in the 1970s, this phenomenon was not fully understood, nor was Jupiter. I understand the satellite wood sweater. Prior to the Voyager probe, this wood appeared to be far away from the Sun. 1.20 billion kilometers of frozen rock. The Voyager spacecraft provided a new perspective for scientists. There is no ice on the wooden sweater. There were violent volcanic eruptions everywhere. The largest volcano emitted ash that spread up to 400 kilometers. This is the first time humans have observed active volcanoes beyond Earth. The study found that Jupiter's gravity is powerful. The tectonic plates of the wooden sweater are continually moving. This can result in extreme volcanic activity. The lava spray extends well beyond the surface of the wooden sweater. Voyager also allowed. Scientists have observed previously unknown planet rings and Jupiter's radiation belts. The first launch of Voyager 1 occurred in 1979. The planetary rings were discovered. A few months later, Voyager 2 conducted more extensive imaging. After determining the structure of the planetary rings, it was time to focus on Saturn, which was both massive and joyful. These rings are composed of countless tiny particles. Sizes vary from micrometers to several meters. That is something we can know. NASA's Cassini probe has conducted extensive research on Saturn and its moons over the past 13 years. However, without Voyager, captured around Saturn's rings, Cassini conducts research using a unique interweaving structure that scientists may not have considered. Same situation. It is happening on Saturn's moon Titan. Voyager first discovered Titan. There exist liquid oceans. It took Cassini 40 years to confirm this. Look, after 5 years in space, Voyager, despite appearances, the mission is still ongoing. The mission was extended. Voyager 2 continues to explore Tianwang star and Neptune, while Voyager 1 travels to Jupiter's unknown moons. This plan only lasts 5 years. How did they continue with their mission? Gemini, the Voyager probe, each weighs 773 kilograms and uses newer equipment, such as the Japanese Dawn spacecraft launched in 2010, at least 200 kilograms lighter. The total weight includes 105 kilograms of scientific instruments carried by each traveler probe. This includes the Prime Minister's science subsystem, its 2 TV cameras. The first option is a wide-angle lens. Resolution is 200 millimeters. The second one utilizes a narrow-angle lens. Higher resolution is 1,500 millimeters. However, these technologies are different from those of James. Compared to the equipment on the SCARF Space Telescope, almost ridiculous. James, the SCARF Space Telescope is equipped with a multi-family matrix, advanced prisms and lenses, several shutters. They are capable of operating autonomously. However, Voyager created a huge sensation. Despite the mission's increasing distance from the Sun, Voyager successfully returned 100.000 photos. The storage capacity is just 67 trillion bytes. With limited storage space, creating high-quality TikTok videos is challenging. Apparently, the issue is not with the camera itself. So, what makes Voyager? Have you come so far? The answer lies in energy. Each Voyager has 3 radioactive co-location speed thermoelectric generators. Fuel used: food supplement 238 oxide. As different flavorings decay, the power of the detector is gradually decreasing. In 2011, its power decreased by 57% compared to when it was first launched. The remaining power is insufficient to support all subsystems in the long run. Scientists decide to shut down certain subsystems. Saving energy begs the question. Voyager. Yes. How did you fly so far away from Earth? The key lies in the careful selection of launch time. Scientists took advantage of the previous century. The late 1970s saw a rare alignment of exoplanets, including Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune. It happens approximately once every 175 years. This enables the probe to follow a specific trajectory. Finish the 4-planet tour with minimal fuel. This is the gravitational boost. As it passes by every planet, detect it by using gravity to increase speed. To reach the next destination. This technology has reduced the time to fly to Neptune from 30 years to 12 years. Voyager 2 launches first. The trajectory is intended to fly past Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Voyager 1 was launched later, but had a shorter and faster trajectory. The purpose is to make the detector a close flyby of Saturn's largest moon. This image depicts Voyager 1 from the 6th to the 1990s. Previous deep space probes include Pioneer 10 and Pioneer 11, become the farthest man-made object from Earth. Can we continue using Voyager? As the probe moves away from Earth, data transfer speed decreases. For example, as Voyager 2 travels from Jupiter to Saturn, the rate of data transfer is halved. Consider this. Voyager 1 is 185 billion kilometers away from Earth, while Voyager 2 is 15 billion kilometers away and remains approximately 60.000 kilometers away. However, the distance does not completely prevent us from exploring. Contact of the detector. Voyager continues to explore the solar peak's sphere of influence and interstellar space. The boundary of the rings. Even returned new data. Voyager 1 successfully recorded an incredible sound. The sound is caused by the solar wind, which should not be present. Waves originate from other stars. When space meets, this implies that Voyager's equipment benefits scientists. Obtain stars that cannot be obtained through other means. Intermediate parameter information for researchers. Hopefully before Voyager runs out of fuel, can gather sufficient information. However, issues may arise in 2022. NASA announces Voyager. The attitude control system of number 1 does not appear to match the spacecraft's actual movement. Scientists suspect the detector. You may feel sleepy about your position in space. The working principle of confusion is as follows. The attitude control system transmits data about the detector's surroundings, including star medium data. The signal is beamed back to Earth through a massive natural disaster. But now, this system is just for engineers. Random number, unable to reflect the actual situation on the detector. Scientists, we're attempting to grasp the nature of the problem. If they fail to solve the problem, we risk losing it sooner than expected. Voyager 1, the detector is far away. This raises the complexity of the task. The signal from Voyager 1 took 20.5 hours to reach Earth. A data exchange between NASA and the probe. It takes 2 days. One more question. Over the last century, thousands of employees took part in the Voyager mission. However, only about 20 people are still working part-time today, in charge of this project. It's unfortunate, because Voyager, it could still lead to new discoveries. When a probe runs out of fuel, it does not necessarily remain in a zero-gravity state. Voyager fuel serves as a primary maintainer for system operations. Even if you lose momentum, they will continue to fly but will no longer be able to adjust their antenna to the Earth and send signals. Voyager has now flown out from the Sun. The impact of wind, estimated in 20,000 years. They are going to cross the Oort cloud. This is a coma orbiting the Sun. Clouds of stars and icy debris. 100.000 astronomical units from the Sun. This is their final destination on their journey through the solar system. Despite losing contact with the probe, the sinking of space phenomena will continue. After 500 million years, observe Voyager and the entire solar system. The process will involve a full revolution around the galaxy's center. Do you know? The galaxy revolves around a central point, making it impossible to predict its interior. What will happen to Earth? Over the last 500 million years, the supercontinent Pangaea has formed and broken apart. Scientists predict that as it orbits the galaxy, it will oscillate up and down. Voyager 1's oscillation will be more intense than its twin, Voyager 2. According to speculation, Voyager 1 will be far from the Milky Way's main disk. The observed density of stars will be half that of Earth's. Differences in vertical motion will also determine each probe. Survival of the detector. The massive interstellar dust cloud of the Milky Way. For Voyager, extremely dangerous. Dust changes every second, a few kilometers into Voyager. Dust particles as small as 1/1000th of a millimeter can leave craters on detector surfaces. The dust particles will continue to hit the detector shell, slowly eroding its surface. Although dust does not affect the probe's trajectory, the gravitational pull of the galactic dust cloud does. However, it can easily change its trajectory. The dust cloud contains a high concentration of material. It may cause the probe to change orbit and travel further, sometimes even further into the core of the galaxy. Travelers are at higher risk. Due to its significant vertical oscillation, the probe will require more time. On the upper and lower sides of the galaxy's disk, these areas have the heaviest dust clouds. Despite potential dangers, Voyager may visit again in the future. Other stars. Voyager 1 will travel to Ophiuchus, then to Red Love in Deer and Leopard, where JJ 445 will greet it. Meanwhile, Voyager 2 will reach Sagittarius and visit a star named Ross 248. Voyager may encounter unborn stars. Why should we care about Voyager? Will you see these stars? Even so, we will no longer exist. We should be concerned because the probe is carrying valuable cargo. When dealing with distant civilizations, there are two exceptional recordings that provide valuable insights into people and the planet. These records include photographs of the Earth. Features include animal and bird sounds, as well as greetings in multiple languages. The record also includes the solar system relative to the pulse, instructions for playing the record, including the placement of shooting stars. These records, designed to survive billions of years in space, have a gold coating on the surface, making them potentially the last evidence of our existence. Protect the copper plate, which contains information at all times. To protect the records, they were placed on the Voyager and covered with gram marks. If they survive, they will be in space for approximately 5 billion years. But why not longer? During this period, the Milky Way will collide with the Shinjuzo galaxy. The fate of Voyager depends on the outcome of the collision. If the device survives, it may last for thousands of years. This is enough to enter a truly unknown space. By then, the stars would have run out of fuel. The star formation process in the universe would come to a complete stop. Voyager will be completed in drifting through a strange universe. All that remains are remnants of black holes and neutron stars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Galactic Discoveries Quest. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get our latest videos as soon as they're out. See you next video.